guys, good morning, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Ryan. This is my pregnancy update video for weeks 20 through 22. I haven't filmed in a few weeks, so it's good to see y'all back again. And if I didn't answer anybody back from my last video, I plan to make some time to do that today. Today is January 30th. I am 22 weeks and 3 days. So a couple weeks past the halfway point, and I'm super excited that I've gotten this far and everything's going okay. I'll talk a little bit more about my appointments later on in the video. First, I want to go over some symptoms, how I'm feeling physically. I'm still extremely tired. I don't have much energy. I think a lot of it has to do with that I'm not sleeping well. I toss and turn a lot at night. I have to wake up and go use the restroom. I've been super congested. So when I get up and use the restroom, I go ahead and blow my nose so I can breathe better. But I feel like that has improved a little bit in the past few weeks. But I still have trouble sleeping. Another reason why I think I have no energy, added to my age, I'm 42, is this weather. It is winter and it's so nasty outside. The sun barely comes out. It's just, it's either raining, snowing, sleeting. It's just, my yard is mush. And most days, even if I wanted to go for a walk, if I felt like going for a walk, I couldn't because it has just been raining, I feel like, for 3 weeks. I'm so over winter right now. I wish that warmer weather would come. Oh, speaking of the exercise, I actually walked on the treadmill one day a week or two ago. I didn't last very long because I'm so out of breath. I get out of breath walking up my stairs. But I did walk on the treadmill one day, so I'm pretty happy about that. But I need to do it more. I've got to make myself take the time and exercise because I know it'll make me feel better. I've just been so exhausted and no energy, and I'm just, I don't know. I feel like this pregnancy, I am 22 weeks right now, but I feel like I did when I was, I don't know, 30 weeks or 34 weeks pregnant with my other kids. It's just everything is so amped up with my symptoms this pregnancy. I'm having a lot more heartburn almost every day, but luckily the Tums are taking care of that. So I don't have to get on a prescription medicine or anything for that yet. But I am feeling that a lot more. I had a lot of heartburn with my boys. It was really bad with them. Luckily, it's not as bad with this pregnancy yet. I'm still having headaches every day, no migraines, which I'm thankful for. If I do, there are some days where I have to consistently take Tylenol about every 4 or 5 hours, which it's not often, but I do have the headaches every day. I try not to take the Tylenol if I don't have to. I'm still taking the vitamin cocktail that my specialist recommended. It's the magnesium and CoQ10, that cocktail. So I think that's still helping. I'm not going to stop taking that. I'm feeling the baby move a lot more. Lots of kicks, really, really low. I think it's more movement than I'm used to having, which is wonderful. I love feeling the baby kick and move, and the baby is most active, I would say, around 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And that might be because I'm, not doing anything, chilling and sitting and actually kind of paying attention. But that seems to be the most active around 8 or 9 o'clock at night. One night, the baby woke me up in the middle of the night, kicking and moving, and I couldn't sleep. It was kind of funny. I had my first Charlie horse. I don't know if you guys experienced this, but I know it's pretty common. I get like a leg cramp, a Charlie horse in my calves, and I got it in one of my legs one night, and it was so painful. I did have that with my other pregnancies as well. I'm hoping that that doesn't happen anymore because it's not fun. But I am still drinking a lot of water, so I mean, I think the only reason would be, you know, muscles tightening because of dehydration or whatever, but I am drinking a lot of water, so. Let me look and see if I forgot anything. Oh, my muscles at the top of my belly up here, I think I mentioned this in the last video, sometimes they hurt really bad, like it feels like my muscles are stretching. Sometimes it's more comfortable for me to stand instead of sit. Just kind of, you know, lean back and take some breaths, but my muscles up there hurt a lot, and I feel like everything is just getting so, my belly is bigger than, you know, well, they say that with every pregnancy you get bigger or whatever. I've definitely gained more weight with this pregnancy than any of my other ones, so that's probably why I'm feeling so, you know, big and full and everything's just all pushed up, but just part of it. My doctors, both of them, said that my weight gain is fine and not to worry about it. So I'll go ahead and talk about my weight gain. In week 20, I only gained 1 pound. 21, I gained another pound. And then week 22, I gained 2 pounds. So in 3 weeks, I gained 4 pounds overall. So, I mean, I wish I wasn't gaining, but it's gonna happen. So my doctors say that I'm fine and not to worry about it. So I'm just gonna listen to them and not worry about my weight. Okay, so I had my regular OB appointment on the 11th and my blood pressure was good. It was 102/62. Baby's heartbeat was 156, and I will include a clip of that here.
$156.
Ooh.
Perfect. Good.
My specialist appointment with my maternal fetal medicine was on the 22nd, and my blood pressure was a little low at that appointment. It was 97/52. My blood pressure is always a little low, but I thought that sounded, I mean, more low than it normally is. But the girl asked me if I was dizzy or feeling sick or anything, and I said, no, I feel fine. So they didn't say anything else about it. The baby's heartbeat at that appointment was 152. I had my anatomy scan for the baby, so I was in there for about an hour with the ultrasound. It's awesome. Just sitting there watching, scan the baby, and it was amazing. I have to go back in 4 weeks for another scan because they didn't get as many views of the heart as they needed. But so far, everything with the baby is looking good. Everything's measuring good. Brain, organs, you know, length of the bones, everything is looking really well. So I was really nervous before I went into that appointment just because it was the anatomy scan, but I feel a lot better now. The baby just kicked. I think he or she knows that I'm talking about them. One strange thing is that, okay, so Walter, he is getting ready to turn 5. When I was pregnant with him and was seeing the specialist, he was measuring really big. He was, I don't remember what the term was, large gestational, I'm not sure what it said. I can look it up. But anyway, when you do your anatomy scan, they put in all the measurements and all the percentages and all this. Well, with Walter, his estimated due date was nearly 2 weeks before my real due date. So they almost had to change my due date because he was so big, and I think if it's so many, if they're measuring so big, they have to technically change your due date, but they never did. They came close to changing it, but they didn't. But he was a big baby. If I had gone to term with him, my doctor said he would have been a 9.5 pound baby, possibly 10. But luckily, my water broke with him at 37.5 weeks. So he was only 8'1" when I delivered him. My other two kids were 6'13" and 6'15". So Walter was a big baby, and he was even, you know, over 2 weeks early. So this baby, when they were doing the anatomy scan at my appointment, is measuring, well, the due date was measuring right on. Actually, I take that back. When I looked at it, when they left the room, I looked at the screen and it said estimated due date June 4th or 5th, I can't remember. And my real due date is June 1st. So this baby is measuring way smaller than what Walter was. At my appointment, the baby was only 14 ounces, which is only 27th percentile. Walter has always been like 98, 99%. I mean, he's just a big boy. So I'm either having a scrawny boy or it's a girl. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. All right, I'm gonna look this up for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I finally found it, and it was really not even worth looking for. Okay, so it says LGA, large for gestational age fetus affecting management of mother. So that was, I guess, one of my, not really a diagnosis, but it's on my problem list for, you know, any of my summary notes or, you know, anything from any of my appointments. So that stays on my record that Walter was large for gestational age. So that was pretty crazy. They thought at one point I might have gestational diabetes, but I didn't. So anyway, the point is, this baby is not measuring as big as Walter. And I know every baby's different, but normally your babies get a little bigger with each pregnancy. And for this baby to be smaller, it just makes me, it kind of worried me at first. I told my husband, I said, I don't really like that this baby isn't measuring quite like Walter did. So, I don't know, girl, little boy, not sure, we'll see. I will include some ultrasound pics at the end of the video from that appointment for my anatomy scan. Let's see. All right, let's get a bump shot. Let me just take that off. So I don't know if you can see, but this baby feels really low. I mean, you can feel how low. And when the baby is, when I can feel the baby kick, it's like, most of the time it's down here, most of the time it's on this side, but sometimes I get so much pressure down here. It's just a lot. And I'm like, man, I'm only 22 weeks. I'm probably gonna have tons of pressure when the baby gets bigger. Okay, my next OB appointment is February 6th. And sorry, the lighting keeps going in and out. The sun is coming in my back door, and maybe I can go take a walk today. The sun, I haven't seen the sun in forever. My next maternal fetal medicine appointment with my specialist is the 21st, and they're going to get more views of the heart. Hopefully the baby will cooperate, and then we'll have everything we need to say baby is okay for right now anyway. So, oh, and I did want to mention right now at 22 weeks, the baby is a little over a pound and almost 12 inches long. So we're getting there. Yay! All right, guys. I guess that's it for this video. I will see you next time, and please give me some updates, and I love you all. Bye.